Title: Echoes of the Forgotten. It was a quaint little town, nestled in the embrace of dense forests and rolling hills. The locals called it Whispering Pines, a name derived from the gentle rustle of leaves and the soft murmur of the wind that echoed through the trees. But beneath the tranquil facade lurked a darkness that few dared to acknowledge. Among the townsfolk, there were whispers, tales of an ancient curse that haunted Whispering Pines. They spoke of a long-forgotten tragedy, buried deep within the annals of history, and of a vengeful spirit that roamed the woods, seeking retribution for past sins. It was on a moonless night that Sarah first heard the whispers. She had recently moved to Whispering Pines, seeking solace from the chaos of city life. The old house she had purchased seemed like the perfect retreat, a place where she could find peace and inspiration for her artwork. But as Sarah settled into her new home, she couldn't shake the feeling of unease that hung heavy in the air. Strange noises echoed through the halls at night, and shadows danced at the edge of her vision, disappearing whenever she tried to catch them. One evening, as Sarah sat by the fireplace, lost in thought, she heard it, the faint sound of whispers drifting through the walls. At first, she dismissed it as her imagination, but as the whispers grew louder, she couldn't ignore them any longer. Curiosity overcoming her fear, Sarah followed the sound, tracing it to a hidden doorway concealed behind a tapestry. With trembling hands, she pushed open the door, revealing a staircase that descended into darkness. Heart pounding, Sarah descended into the depths below, guided only by the dim light of her lantern. The air grew colder with each step, and the whispers grew louder, echoing off the walls like a chorus of lost souls. Finally, Sarah reached the bottom of the stairs and found herself in a vast chamber, illuminated by flickering torches mounted on the walls. In the center of the room stood an ancient altar, adorned with strange symbols and faded runes. As Sarah approached the altar, she felt a chill run down her spine. There, in the center of the chamber, she saw it, a shadowy figure, its form shifting and twisting like smoke in the wind. Fear clenched at Sarah's heart as she realized the truth. The stories were real, and she had stumbled upon the source of the curse that plagued Whispering Pines. But before she could flee, the figure spoke, a voice like ice, cold and cruel. "You have trespassed upon sacred ground, mortal," it intoned. "Prepare to face the consequences of your actions." With a sudden burst of movement, the figure lunged toward Sarah, its outstretched hand reaching for her throat. Instinctively, she recoiled, stumbling backwards and falling to the ground. Desperate and afraid, Sarah scrambled to her feet and fled, racing up the stairs and out into the night. Behind her, she could hear the echo of footsteps, pursuing her with relentless determination. Through the darkness, she ran, guided only by the pale light of the moon overhead. But no matter how fast she ran, the whispers followed, their voices growing louder with each passing moment. Finally, exhausted and out of breath, Sarah collapsed at the edge of the forest, tears streaming down her face. She knew she couldn't outrun the curse that haunted Whispering Pines, not unless she confronted it head-on. Summoning her courage, Sarah returned to her home, determined to uncover the truth behind the curse. With each passing day, she delved deeper into the town's history, searching for clues that would lead her to the source of the darkness. Her efforts were not in vain, for she soon discovered the truth hidden within the pages of an ancient tome, a tale of betrayal and bloodshed, of a love lost and a soul consumed by rage. Armed with this knowledge, Sarah returned to the chamber beneath her house, ready to confront the spirit that haunted Whispering Pines. With a steady hand, she traced the runes upon the altar, speaking the words of power that would bind the spirit and break the curse. For a moment, there was silence, a stillness that hung heavy in the air. Then, with a deafening roar, the chamber erupted in a blinding flash of light, illuminating the darkness and banishing the shadows that clung to the walls. When the light faded, Sarah found herself alone in the chamber, the curse broken and the spirit at peace. With a sense of relief, she emerged from the depths below, ready to embrace the new dawn that awaited her. But as she stepped out into the cool night air, Sarah couldn't shake the feeling of unease that lingered in the back of her mind. For in the darkness beyond the trees, she heard the faintest whisper, a reminder that some secrets are best left forgotten, lest they awaken to claim their vengeance once more.